It is time for an update to all my friends who are wondering how my progress is going on Islita, which these days means when are you going to get that damn computer done so you can start working on your boat? Nobody's saying that. That's my mind that says that to me. Okay, back to the update. There we go. It's not varnished, obviously, but we have hinges. We have homemade, custom designed, and custom built. Come on, focus, will you? Well, friction hinges. I made some friction hinges for it. Friction hinge means I can open this top and it will stay put where I put it. So we open the top. Come on, there we go. No latches yet, they're in the mail. And this folds right on down. Doop, boop. There's the keyboard. Beautiful. Got my monitor in. Mounted that. It's temporary because I have to get this whole system working before I mount a second monitor so I can have this butterfly splayed double monitor badass computer. I've got my Lexan, just like I said I would, and it matches. Look how beautiful that is. And it is, well, I got reflection. You can see through it. See down in there? Maybe you can't. Who knows? Anyway, I just mounted this last night, and I have to do a little tweaking on it. See that? Too tight. It's right here. Do a little bit of filing. Anyway, look down in there. Look at this sweet little mouse compartment. Sweet little mouse compartment. Power cord. It's the way the good Lord baby Jesus intended it to be. Look at that. So there we are. Today I need to build a handle for the front. Not sure yet what I'm going to do. I might do it out of leather with a copper interior so it's stronger. You'll never see the copper. So what I've got going now is I originally thought I was going to put some copper corners on here, but you know, you throw that up on anybody's nice table and it's going to do some damage. So hang on, let me close this up. All this stuff is hard to do with one hand. All right. So I did is I got this leather here, and I would like to cut strips and form little edging. Maybe come in half or maybe 3/4 of an inch. I'll see what it looks like when I play with it. And I've got this other leather, this really thick stuff that I had when I put sleeves on my oars. This stuff is super thick. It wouldn't work good for corners because it's the same stuff I want to use for the edge. It's going to have to wrap around here and flex so that this door can open. So I got some thinner stuff. But this stuff is bulletproof. And I'm probably going to, after I edge the whole thing in the thinner leather, I'm probably going to use this leather to make, you know, reinforced corners where it's going to take more abuse. That's the plan. I'll get on that in the next day or so. I got to work on some music today and band practice and all that good stuff. I've got the weather seal installed on this door, and it works nicely. It's kind of tight. See how it's springy? But that's good. I want it tight. It'll probably work itself in a little bit. I have to yet design some seal that will come up around here. I'm trying to make it watertight. I know it's kind of a little overkill because you know, I'm not going to throw this in the ocean. Might happen, but you know, when I'm done, I'll be able to tow it behind the dinghy, which would be great. Save me a bunch of space in the dinghy. And that's a joke. Anyway, I still got to put the weather stripping on here. Maybe that'll happen today too, so that when this is all closed up and I get these corners resolved, this will be like tight, nice and watertight. That's the update. Oh, there's one more thing I'm working on, and that is when I used to do timber framing. All the guys who did that, you know, we're using chisels and mallets and whatnot. Everybody developed an insignia, and this is a traditional thing. You know, you could take your chisel and quickly pop your insignia in on some of the finer joinery. You don't do it on just everyday plain Jane mortise and tenon joinery because, I mean, you'd spend half your day making your insignia. But on really fine stuff, you want to mark it. You know, you want to put your insignia. So back then, I used to use an insignia that I did with my chisel, my framing chisel, and it looks like this. It was a dragonfly. I don't know if that's focusing. So you know, here's you can see the shape of the chisel. I angle it in and hit it that way, and it comes up with this cool cool effect because of the way I angled it. That's what I always used. So I'm trying to develop some kind of a logo with that. I can't just chisel it into this because this is plywood and the top layer is probably not even a 1/16 inch deep, and I don't want to do that. I'm working on it, but you get the idea. You know, it'll go this way. So when I open my lid, instead of seeing an apple there, you're going to see something else cool. And I'm trying to develop some kind of a circle-ish thing around it. I don't think I have that drawing here in the shop. But so this is like a more of a traditional woodworking type of an insignia. And I'm trying to develop some kind of a circular-ish type of a thing around it. And I want to make it bigger. That is more of a modern, techie looking thing. Because I'm already merging these ideas. For some reason, I love this aesthetic. I've got this traditional woodworking, you know, this beautiful kind of a thing with this amazing copper ventilation plate. And all this brass, you know, I've got it all screwed together with brass. And it's going to have leather trim on it. And it houses this high-tech modern equipment. I don't know what it is about that kind of a mixture, but I love it. I mean, it's steampunk-esque, but it's not quite steampunk. I didn't want to go for that. I have issues with that, to be honest with you, because I don't like things. This is just a personal preference. I don't like things to be hung there just for decoration's sake, you know, especially in this type of thing. And I don't want to do it on Islita. Things are going to have a purpose, and they're going to be beautiful in the process of doing their job. So a lot of steampunk stuff you're adding, you know, look it up. You'll see the aesthetic I'm talking about, you know, that Victorian type of mixed with a Victorian technology. You look it up. But anyway, I didn't want to just hang gauges and dials and things all over my computer to make it look like something. No, fuck that. Everything on here serves a purpose. And looks beautiful doing so, and it just happens to be that my aesthetic mixes these elements. I got this sleek, boy, I've got to straighten that door up. I don't like that. That bothers me. See that little gap that tapers? Nope. I'm a perfectionist, and I don't mean to be, but I am, and it is what it is. Anyway, this video's just gotten really long for an update, so I'm gonna go. I'm gonna get to work. You have a great day.